Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Rarasu Amaribi. On this channel, I film content surrounding graduate school, sustainability education, and lifestyle. This is another episode of the Career Feature series, and we have Stephen on the channel today. He had his law degree from Nigeria and proceeded to the United States to pursue his graduate studies. Today is going to be telling us I was able to navigate through graduate school and also taking us through the process for practicing law in the United States if you had your law degree from a foreign country. So let's get right into the interview. Welcome, Stephen. Thank you for
Hi.
accepting my
So
invitation to be on the channel today.
thank you, Raruswa.
Yeah,
Raruswa, did I get it well?
yeah,
Or Jennifer? I know you
yeah,
took
Jennifer. The online world don't know me as Jennifer, but yeah, my middle name is Jennifer. So,
All
mm.
right. Okay.
So
Thank
when people call me Jennifer, I know they are my OGs.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. So, please, can you just give us a brief background, your bio?
Sure. So my name is Stephen Ogbolu, and I am a lawyer. I was called to practice law in Nigeria, uh, in 2018. Beyond that, I am a person development expert. I'm a leadership consultant. I'm an author, and I do many other things. So yes, also the founder of the Stephen Ogbolu Foundation, a humanitarian foundation. Yes. So currently I am in the United States. I came in here for my master's, and I graduated last year, in May, and yes, so came in here to do my master's. Yeah.
Can you tell us like the university in which you did your master's degree and what you studied, if you did the thesis route or non-thesis route? Yeah.
Sure. So I studied at Syracuse University College of Law, in Syracuse, New York. That's where I did my master's, and it was an awesome experience. And of course, my master's was basically on American legal system, which is general. So I did a whole lot of courses I chose, particularly courses that I would need at a bar exam. And yes. So, but I did my thesis, of course, real estate transaction. Yes.
So, how did you come to pick this research field, like your thesis? Is this something you have been interested in before now, or you just found interest in it?
Well, in fact, I had always said to myself that I would do things relating to property, property and yeah, or landlord. Because when I was in the university in Nigeria, uh, part of the courses I did in university at Benson Idahosa University was I did land law. Then at Nigerian Law School, I did the property law. And of course, after some time, like, okay, I'm going to make a lot of money and live a fulfilled life, doing dealing on properties and or real estate in general. So when I came into the university, I mean Syracuse University College of Law, I found it very interesting. As a matter of fact, that's when I chose that. Okay, you know what? I'm going to do my thesis or the final year project in real estate transaction, and it was really a fulfilling one. Yeah, so that's when the more I the passion reignited to do real estate in the future, and it's been an amazing one. Yes.
So, when did you graduate? Was it for last year? Or
Yes, from my master's degree, I graduated last year. That was May
May?
18th, to be precise. Yes.
Okay. So, like, what do you do now?
So right now I am working. I'm doing two kind of job. Let me put it that way. I'm working as an independent contractor, more like a self-employed, doing contract and document review and all the things for. I also review his documents for litigation, and I also draft for him to draft documents for him. So for the guy I work with, the Jason law office of Jason Ziegler, and of course I also intern with two judges. I interned with the Supreme Court, the judge of the Supreme Court of the state of New York in the Bronx, I also interned with a judge here um, in Syracuse City Court. You know, so I was basically working for a lawyer who ran for office to becoming a judge, and she eventually won the election, and she became a judge. And,
Awesome.
I had to just like, okay, no problem. Let me just continue working with the Syracuse City Court judge, and of course with these other judge in New York City. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I do basically right now.
I know in Nigeria, for example, like people that maybe did, I don't know if they studied law, but I know like some people maybe something related to legal or whatever studied outside of the country, and when they came back to Nigeria, they had to go to law school in order to now practice in Nigeria, right? That's how it goes, right?
Yeah.
Um, so can you take us through the process for United States if someone is coming with a law degree from a foreign country, like in your case, Nigeria, and it's coming to the United States, what steps do they have to take in order to be able to practice law in the United States?
In the United States. All right. So I understand that that is what you just mentioned now is very applicable to the United Kingdom. For example, you have Nigerians who are in the United Kingdom who study law,
Mm-hmm.
but most of them would have to go back to Nigeria. They want to practice law. Now, even if the system and the legal system can be the same, because we embrace the British kind of legal
Mm-hmm.
system, you understand, common law, common law. So now, even if it may look the same, but yeah, they have to go to law school, and perhaps for 2 years instead of doing it for 1 year, so that they will be, abreast with the legal system in Nigeria in order to be called to the Nigerian bar if they want to practice in Nigeria. However, that doesn't mean that if they want to practice law and be called to being a barrister in the UK, they will not. It's just that it takes a longer process, and they have to do what they call uh, it's more like you have to attach yourself to a lawyer or to a law court to be able to, and after some years you'll be admitted
Is
to
it
being a
paralegal
barrister.
stuff? I
No,
don't know.
no, no.
Okay.
Um,
This is just from
yeah,
films, please. I mean,
yeah,
like,
no problem. All right. So so let's flip it now, flip the table, and then come back to United States. Now, one of the things that one has to really realize is that the legal system in United States and Nigeria it is different. These are two different worlds. So in order to and again, they don't even accept our own degree. I mean, the United States does not accept our own. Perhaps we want to practice law, but there are exceptions. You know, if you want to practice law in the United States. So let me give you an example. In order to practice law in the United States, you have to take, if you are from Nigeria, okay, you still have to take what they call the law school admission test. The law school admission test it's just like common entrance. It's just like JAM, for the Nigerian case. So you have to take that exam and have a very good score, and then be enrolled into a United States law school, like Syracuse University College of Law, for example, in order. And then when you enroll, so it's your score that determines whether you be admitted or not. And then when you finally get admitted into, because it can be very competitive, it can be hard, very competitive. However, when you get admitted into the law school in the United States, you have to go through a 3-year period of studies. Okay. However, it can be 2 if it's accelerated. If because some universities have the accelerated program degree. Perhaps if you already had a law degree or you had your master's already and you want them to just speed it up, just put all the courses together and then to be like a crash program. All right. However, so it's a 3-year traditional law program.
mhm.
Okay, it's what they call in America the JD. So, for example, in Nigeria, we call the degree LLB, which is equivalent to what they call the JD in the United States. Okay, and so the JD, which is called the Juris Doctor, right? So after the 3-year program, you have to now sit for the bar exam, and then when you sit for the bar exam, you are called to. So various states have their own laws and every implication that is applicable to them. So you sit for the bar exam, and then you pass the bar exam, and then you are called to the bar to practice law. However, and this is the exception. And let me even give you the other side of it. If you got your master's, and let's assume that you got your master's from the United States, okay, or from Nigeria. Now, New York allows you to sit for the bar. Not every state does that.
Oh, okay.
So New York allows you to sit for the bar exam. For New York State, for example, sit for the bar exam, you pass the bar exam, and you are admitted into law. Although there are several exams you have to do: the New York State law exam, the professional responsibility, and one or two other exams. Okay, so you sit for the bar exam, you pass the bar exam, and then you are called to do. However, it can be difficult because a lot of, and this is what I have to say, okay, and which is why a lot of Nigerians struggle in the United States. They don't know, they think it's that easy. So they come to from Nigeria into United States thinking, oh, when they go through the master's program, they write the bar exam, and then they are called to the bar, and that automatically qualifies them to practice law.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Syracuse University College of Law ambassador, and this just last week, or a few days ago rather, we had a meeting about that. I explained to them that it is not guaranteed that you will stay back to practice law. It can be hard.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'm going to mention two things now. The first thing that may guarantee you to practice law is one, if you are probably accepted, if you apply for a job as an associate, maybe in a Nigerian law firm, okay, and they accept you
Did you
because you're
say
a Nigerian, they
Nigerian
believe that,
law firm
yeah,
in
a
America?
Nigerian, I mean, what I mean is a Nigerian that has a law firm here,
Oh, okay,
or
okay,
law firm that's owned by a Nigerian.
okay.
Yeah, so if they accept you based on the fact that, oh, you're the one that understands or that can communicate effectively with clients, all right, then they see that you're resourceful, then they can accept you. However, another law firm that can accept someone like that has only LLM program degree and probably has written the bar exam is an immigration law firm, or any law firm, or yeah, any law firm that does international transactions. The
Mm,
reason why they may employ you is because they feel you speak the language that their clients understand more, that you
mm-hmm.
can communicate effectively. So they see you as a resource. But
Mm.
however, you have to have an outstanding skill in order for them to employ you. So it can be really difficult to practice law in the United States if you are not a citizen, if you don't have your green card. Okay, it can be difficult. Okay, if you don't have your green card and if you're not a citizen. However, it's not impossible because some people at the end of the day still get it. Why? Because so one of the things that let me give you a law firm in Texas, for example, or a law firm in New York. One of the things they will ask you is, I mean, if you apply for job, is do you speak Spanish? Why? Why would they ask if you speak Spanish? That's because they believe that many of their clients speak Spanish. So
Spanish.
in order for them to employ you, I mean, for them to employ you, it means that you have to communicate in the language. You understand? They see you as someone who will be a better resource in their law firm. So they see you as someone who is a material. So other than that, it can be hard. Okay, and that's what a lot of Nigerians out there in Nigeria have to understand. It's not like Canada that when you apply to be a student at the end of the year, you are a citizen, or you get your PR, or you apply and you get it, and things
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that. It
yeah.
can be hard in the United States. You know, maybe some other thing that I would like us to talk about will be in another series. But however, for now, let me just leave it there.
Yeah.
It
I'm sorry.
can be
At the
hard.
beginning, when you started talking about like this transitioning, you talked about a particular program that is like 3 years, but if it's accelerated, it's 2 years. That's no
Mhm.
masters, right? That's
No, that's not masters. That's a different degree. That's a law degree.
so
That's a
is
law degree in the
so is
United
that
States.
what, like, because I'm trying like I'm mixing it up. If someone has a law degree from another country, in our case Nigeria, and is coming here, do they even have any business doing that or going for masters? Which one?
So
Which
let me put it this way. They don't recognize our law degree. The only way they will recognize our law degree you can't use our law degree in Nigeria to practice law in the United States.
Okay.
You would either have to do your master's in the United States, use your master, what we call the LLM program or the
Okay.
LLM. So do take the bar exam depending on the states. So not every state,
Mhm.
the states have their various laws.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. However, another thing again that you can also do is to attend the Juris Doctor program, which is the law degree. I mean, to get the law degree in the United
Oh,
States. And
okay.
it's a 3-year traditional law degree, a law program, 3 years. All right. And then it can be accelerated, like I told you. And that is because that's because they are trying to consider the fact that you already have your law degree in Nigeria or your master's. So they want to accelerate it for you.
Okay.
Yes, those are just exceptional cases. Can be hard and competitive, but that's an
Mm.
exceptional case.
Okay, that's good. So, what advice would you give to international students with a law degree from their country coming to the United States for graduate school, or just actually trying to make use of their degree in some way in the United States? What advice would you give to such students?
All right. So one of the most, I mean, here's what I would advise you. Before you come into United States to study, there are some things I have to mention which you have to take really seriously. One of the things you have to consider is financial plan. Now, some persons coming to the United States too, and law degree is one of the most expensive. That's why they don't give full funding. It's hard to see a university in the United States that gives full funding or full funded program for a law degree, whether it's master's or PhD. It's hard. You can't get it easily. However,
Wait,
it's
even
not.
PhD?
Yes. So what they call PhD in the United States is SJD or JSD is what we call Doctor of Juridical Science. It's just another language for PhD. That's just the doctorate. Yeah. So in case you find out, it doesn't. It's no different. It's research based. So it can be hard. Yeah. So that's why some persons decide to do PhD in other programs like political science and all of that. It can be hard. They don't give full funding. It's expensive to do law degree, just like studying medicine.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive to do law degree in the United States. So what I would advise is you have to plan very well before you come to the United States. You have to do your home, you have to do your research. So perhaps know the schools that are not expensive, even if almost all of them are the same. Because that's one of the things I discovered that this one will say, oh, and this is what I discovered. Some schools will say, these are state schools, state university, and they will tell you, oh, their tuition is maybe 27,000. All right. At the end of the day, they will take out what they will take out, and you have some money left. But even if now for what is left, you can compare it with what will be left in a private university like mine, like Syracuse University. So they will tell you they are giving you a merit-based scholarship. After taking out maybe 50%, it's almost the same thing you have to pay. And one of the things that people don't know is that international students pay more. That's applicable to several countries, particularly United States. International students pay. In fact, we are the ones that fund the
Yeah,
universities.
true.
Okay, so but the unfortunate thing that they don't give full funding in law for law, but in other departments, I know they give full funding. New York University and several other Cornell University, they give full funding. So what I would advise is plan very well before you come. Know the schools that give full funding. And full funding here is not in law, even if it's Cornell University or New York University. They just give partial or what you call merit-based scholarship. So you do your homework very well and plan very well. If it's land you want to sell before you come, you sell your land. If it's a house you want to sell, you sell it. Whatever you want to do, but just know that you are going to come to the United States to study law, which is expensive. And then when you eventually get it, okay, here's what I have to do is say, before you come, you must have, okay, so let me put it this, and this is what I told them in the meeting a few days ago. When you come in to be a student, you have to be very sharp and you have to prepare on time for everything. You have to plan ahead of time. All right. What am I even talking about? Um, right from when you start your school, you must have known when you do your thesis. You must have known when they will take the bar exam. And I will say that, and this is very important, that when for the board, okay, you have to, particularly if you're a foreign student, you have to send your transcripts from Nigeria. You have to send your transcript and all your document, your certificate and everything from Nigeria to verify, for them to verify 6 months prior to the bar exam. So if you think that you want to take the bar exam and you don't prepare to do this and you don't even know, you don't ask questions, it's going to be a problem, because you'll be thinking, oh, I have 2 months to the bar exam, I have 3 months to the bar exam, whereas you haven't sent your document for them to assess it or verify it. So that's a problem. At the end of the day, it becomes late. The good thing is that I think they write a bar exam 4 times a year, two, three, 4 times a year. Yeah. So, but the most important thing is that you have to plan ahead for everything, depending on your plan, so that at the end of the day, you have more time to sit for the bar exam, to prepare for the bar exam. You have more time. You are well abreast with the fact that, oh, you have 1 year to leave the United States. What am I going to do? Who am I going to contact? Who am I going to network with? How will I stay back? For example, what am I going to do? Am I going to be contacting some of the law firms that may need me because of this skill I have, or because of, I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So you
Yeah.
have to think fast ahead of time, like 10 times ahead of every other person in your class. So that's one of the things you have to realize, that when you are leaving, it's not business as usual. It's not like Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
You have to plan ahead of time. You have to, prepare. You have to ask questions. You have to know what is going on. You have to ask your school, particularly, don't, and I have to advise you, don't do anything outside of your, you know, for example, don't do anything illegal that can have an impact on your visa. So
Mm-hmm.
in order to do things rightly, you have to continually call the, is it DSO they call it? Designation, school official, whatever. It's more like the department, the international department of your
Mm-hmm.
school. So you have to ask them question in
ISO.
getting a job. Sorry,
International Student Office or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
whatever they call it in your school. So yeah, so you have to always call them, ask them question regarding your optional practical training, which is what I'm doing now, or what you call the being authorized to work after school, the post-work study. You have to call them for every move you want to make, so that you don't do anything that will have an impact on your visa at the end of the day and you are denied coming back or denied staying. You understand? So those things you have to really be abreast. And then, of course, when you sit for the bar exam, it can be hard, it can be emotionally demanding or draining, but you have to sit for it and know the laws between the various states, what is applicable to the various states, right? And sit for it, pass the bar exam, begin to apply to any law firm. And then, so the good thing is you don't have to sit for the bar to apply to a law firm to work as an associate. And this is what I discovered. There's a lot to say, but let me say this, that you can, and I know of someone who was working as an associate before, in a law firm before he wrote his bar exam and passed. The only thing is that he will not go to court to litigate. He's working as a lawyer, but he only has a master's degree. How is that possible? A lot of people don't know this, even from Nigeria. So you have to really know what's going on. You can work as an associate in any law firm. The only thing is that you may not go to law and you may not address yourself as someone that has been called to the bar. So, but you can do every other work, transactions and whatever. So when you know these things, I think you'll be on track. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen. And like what you said is even it even cuts across beyond law. Like as an international student, you're a graduate student, you have to be proactive, whatever department you're in. You have to network, open your mouth and ask for help when you need help. Let people know that you're looking for a particular, like if whatever stage you're in, if you're looking for a job, open your mouth. Let people know you're looking for a job. Like it's sometimes as easy as like your even your professor or whoever like in your network should know what you're looking for at that point in life, and they can help like recommend you and stuff
Uh,
like that. So yeah, thank you very much, Steven, for sharing all of your, I like saying nuggets, but yeah, nuggets with us. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure like my viewers we gain a thing or two, and even like the law students we or prospective law students coming to the United States will gain a lot from what you've said. For to my viewers, I'm going to be leaving his contact details down in the description box, his
Exactly.
social
And
media
Jennifer, before
pages.
you proceed, like I mentioned earlier, I am a Syracuse University College of Law ambassador. I'm acting in the capacity of the international relations specialist representing the university, the College of Law. So I believe viewers, I believe she will leave my contact details and how you can reach me and everything,
Yeah,
so that I can guide you through into becoming a law student and eventually a lawyer in the United States, particularly
yeah,
through the Syracuse University College of Law. Thank you
yeah.
so much for having me,
So
Jennifer.
yeah, thank you for coming on the channel today. And like you said earlier, he's also like an author. I think you have one book, or is it two?
Yeah,
I
yeah, it's a
one.
small book.
One. So
Yeah,
like I'm going to leave like all his like social media pages. When you follow him, you see all he does. He has a foundation also. So like even if it's not like law degree specifically, you have you have questions like other parts of his life. He's doing like really wonderful things. You can follow him to see what he's doing and like just start up a discussion. And yeah, I'm
thank
sure
you.
he will respond to your messages when you send it. So
Absolutely, I will. I
yeah,
will.
so thank you guys for watching. If you're not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit on the red subscribe button, click the like button, share, comment, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.